Greetings to you, viewers. Your time with Ophelia on Bleoo TV. Experience the ecstasy. Today, we are going to talk about sex in a relationship. Some of us define sex as love. Is it true or false? Today, we have Reverend Ernest Akon. Reverend, you are welcome.
Thank you.
And as you know, we have our counselor here, Counselor Kobna Jesse. Counselor, welcome.
Thank you.
Reverend, I will
Yes,
start from
madam.
you. Is it true? Is it true that sex is some of us define sex as love in a relationship? Is it true or false?
By the way, let me greet your viewers. Hi. Ophelia, this question is quite interesting. And it is true. I've heard as a counselor myself, as a reverend myself. Sometimes things come to us, the same relationship issues, especially um, some men, if they try to touch their girlfriends and their even wives. Some of the wives or the girlfriends, some they will say they're not even in the mood. Now, to that question, that is it true that the sex is the root for love? For me, I will not say yes and I will not say no. But sex itself is some unique thing that in a relationship it plays a very critical role in the relationship. That's why even most of the girls, um, they might tell you they love sex. So if you are the guy you don't love sex, they will not mind you. I don't want to go into details, but for me, it is no. But sex play a vital role in relationship.
Oh, so counselor, same question to you. Is it true? Is it true or false? Can sex define as love in a
Okay.
relationship?
Okay. Thank you so much. And I salute your viewers as well. Sex can and cannot.
How explain?
Okay. So we all have our likes and dislikes. If I should use myself, I'm not too much that sex freak guy. All right. So if I should meet someone who is a sex freak, I won't say that's love. For me, what I'm expecting to see as love might be different from that girl who is a sex freak. So it can and it cannot, depending on the two people involved. So before you go about say me, I say without sex, then there's no love. I think you should consider the second person or the third person involved. We cannot generalize the whole thing that sex builds love. There is someone, when you give him sex, he goes all length to make sure you are okay. Physical, spiritual, money, emotional, everything. There's somebody you give him sex and he has not even seen you. Like, oh, who they are cry. Uh-huh. So it is true. People are saying, if you love me, then give me sex. Apparently, the person is just using love as the reason you have to give him sex, knowing that it is sex he's looking for. He's just using love as something you should look at. If you want, like I said, open someone nantia, and they made me pay into farmer me, one farmer me, and they mean to me no nante.
Counselor, remember no camp you cry, remember.
Uh-huh.
Ọba no ọpa really nti na ọsị sị ofe sị ọdọ me paa dị a ẹna sị o ji ma mi.
This is OJ, mommy.
Ọ has be happen.
But then I also had, I think, two different ladies. I dated them for like, I think, 2 years. And they were like, without sex, then we are no. Because me, the lady speaking, me, I love sex. Into Obama, no.
We will come to that
So
one.
does that mean sex can define as love in a
No,
relationship?
not at all.
Ophelia, listen. We can never use sex to define love,
Love.
but sex itself plays a vital role in the relationship.
Okay.
That is why, um, for me, I love sex. I can go for it seven the whole week. If you the woman you are ready, we can go.
Reverend.
Also.
Also.
For me, I don't mind to go the whole month.
Mm.
If the woman want to give me good food to eat so that I can get a strength on you, I don't have a problem. But the whole thing is that we can also say that sex is a final thing in relationship and in marriage. If you base on sex to be the final thing to define love, we are making a big mistake. As Counselor was saying, to him, he doesn't really enjoy sex that much like me. But Counselor, he needs a counselor. Because if Counselor is saying that he will love sex so much, he needs a counselor. I'll counsel him. But sex is good. That's the truth. Sex is good. You understand?
Mm,
But just by the way.
Okay, Reverend, can
Yes.
sex really build a relationship?
For me, this one I'll say yes.
Yes.
You know what? Why is in marriage sometimes sex can even cause divorce? I say apart from money, the next thing which can cause divorce is sex. And apart from sex, the next thing which can cause divorce is money.
I'm not
So
getting you.
you get to know you can have money, taking care of your wife, doing everything for her. If you don't give her well sex, good sex, and she's a type that she
Be an
enjoys
idiot.
sex exactly, and you are the man you can't satisfy her, guess what is going to happen? You can buy jet, you can buy whatever for her. She'll go and look for that old boyfriend who gave her hot sex. That she was not even able to walk. She'll start thinking of that guy. So if you marry or you have a girlfriend and then you are not able to give her a good sex as a man, you give her the money. And you have some people too, you can give her a good sex. For that money, they are okay. But we are not talking about money today. We are talking about sex. And some people, because of sex, without money, they will.
With that money, hold it there. Please, I'm coming. Counselor, can sex really build a relationship?
yes, in always. It can build a relationship because sex itself has been engineered in such a way that it is fun when you're having sex with the one you love, and it has this connection that it builds between you two. So I won't advise sex in any relationship, but sex in relationship of marriage. All right, when you've obtained the rightful, the right to have access to this man or this woman alone, or whatever agreement has been made between the two families. All right, so that one, if you're having sex, as I said earlier, I don't, I'm not a sex freak, but it's not like I hate sex. Me and my wife, we have sex almost every time. All right, but it's not something like if you don't give me, I was saying to me, no. All right, I understand your feelings. You are out of the mood. Okay, let me try to switch my own off. When you are in the mood, I bring it up. All right, so that it doesn't become a problem between me and you because you couldn't give me sex. Charlie, I didn't have my boss maybe have sex. Some person don't have sex. I didn't so original. So maybe see if I question him, then it becomes another problem in the family. All right. So he said he will cancel me, but he doesn't understand where I'm coming from. Now, I wouldn't make sex a problem in the relationship. If you, the woman, want it in the morning, afternoon, evening,
What about mama?
ah,
na ombre.
I just
Men.
said, that's not so. I didn't go to
Na ni je ho.
but also, that is a,
Well, your sex freaks a day when you be on to mintina. Obi ha within a week or so in your best 3. When you start 3 na so ebia no boy no and I kunu no na or expected that 3 no farmer na I was already obe fufu. I'm not that type. That's what I mean by I'm not a sex freak.
Yeah.
But
That's a one year council. Why? One is always one about. What do you? See, how can you excellent? But sex is a very unique thing in the relationship. We should critically look at it. Now, to me, the viewers say, say no. When even you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or you're married, trust me, denying your spouse or your fiancé or whatever relationship you have, denying that person's sex depends on your mood. As Casper said, it depends on the mood. You can switch your mood out and all that. But sometimes in some way, denying your partner's sex is some way. And sometimes you have to also understand where the person is coming from. And get it because it builds the truth that it builds, yes.
Me wa dan fo bi o na oka bi bi say sex without sex are any relationship mood here. Ontimi ntimi mu.
All part of here cancer no yara.
Oche dance naka.
You see, the truth is that no matter what, in the relationship, you get to a point where what you are looking for, you don't get it. Do you understand? Me, I'm married. Sometimes I'll ask I'll call my wife and tell her. What's your bread? What do you do?
So sweet die.
I never make I said before I got married, we in our counseling session, and then the counselor was advising my wife that if anytime I want to have sex with her, she shouldn't want to refuse. I was even pissed off with the counselor. Why? Because I asked the counselor, what the day she's tired,
mhm.
then I want to have sex with her. And I'm going to base on what they're saying right now, what's going to happen. It means that because she said, anytime I want to have sex with her, she should allow me, and now I want to do it, and she says she's tired, it's going to cause chaos in the house. So it means that the one saying that without sex is not don't, okay, fine, she's going to look for somebody who also loves sex that they can enjoy every day.
Obeti da sir.
That is why, you see, that is why in relationship and in marriage, if you know you love sex, go and look for
Someone who was
the same religious Bible that we read tells us that anyone who finds a wife, finding is not from God gave you. He said, find. Go and find. So if you know you love sex, go and look into the people that who will love the sex the same way that you love. So you guys can do it every day.
counselor me pacho no so wa den ka fa. Madam Fia ono ne say sex dey so okọ relationship bi mu na say sex ni enni mu a ontimi entina. There's obefi mu kra. Na ni je ho kra chen.
Brother ampesi. Mindi fufu. Na say weekend kra there ebunu. Enu mutu. Yeah, na fa. So she was sex freak. She was that sex freak like open. Like when you be do fear there. If you have much better 5 no be do. Obi do a. Hey, ni be di juma o. It's around that time, I'm around 25, 26, 27 home. And then now, when you start be hang me on the wall near you. There's a yes on Kotoa.
Hey, guys.
So, or no types, the kind of person, be brave. Who's she or no? If you don't give her sex, she doesn't care the money you have. She doesn't care your personality. All that she cares is woman of good sex. Any aduane need demand na feel. Hey, peace, FN peace.
Na ni omo yi aduane ni fu na ni omo ko sex ni.
Share. Now one day, and most of them so yeah quite heavy. Omo nye TikTok but o eti aba no we do. Owo bibia kakra nti. Eye dwuma Untumi yɛ aduane fi. Now even the cinema is quite normal. So sex cannot be defined as love, and neither sex cannot be taken out when building a relationship. It is part of the package. But hwɛ nipa na wɔne ne build efie no, wɔne ne build relationship no. Na bisa ho sɛ na osimesi ɔpɛ anaa ɔno ɔyɛ okay. What I say? There are some of the guys I am we blue balls. You knew I didn't blue balls. What I say?
Tell me, not the day. I'm going to say, me, I'm kind of almost it's a lie. Why? I don't. For me, I've not experienced those things before. Like because I'm touching you and then I'll go slap you. What is that?
Informative that I mean,
Blue balls na on touch mbe ya. And I'm friend blue balls.
deɛ mbɛɛ ya
On touch it.
osua
Ushuo.
mbɛɛ ya
Yeah. That is when you
I
are
see that.
denying sex.
I see that those things the guys say just to tell the woman that so the woman can give them. No, women are they have this sympathy, they have this abadai. So I'm sure when the guys say this to them, they will give in because our breath.
But apparently, I witnessed a case in a hospital where the man took some medicine. Before he took the medicine, no, about you just to say, "Ombresi."
oh
Ɛna ɔkɔfa eburo a de na so gyina so abaayewa no so sɛ ɔreba no ne maame afrɛ no sɛ ɔnkɔ dwom
So that's the cause.
ɛnna sɛ ɔbɛbrɛ
ɔnkɔ dwom nkɔdi dwa mbɛ na asɛ waba nti ɔno papa no ntwɛn no nwumire
na waba
ahɛn ne waba
ɔno ɛduro no so dada
papa no so numeduro no a 1:30 something 2 na abaayewa frɛ no sɛ hwɛ ne maame afrɛ no nti ɔkɔ aba nti nwumire na ɔbɛba so I was there eduro no I think of an overdose. Asɔre gyina so bɛsɛ
hair prepare ɔba
3 hours in tɔfo adi sɛ wonya bibi wura ɛna wɔn de rush ne ba hospital ɔsɔ wɔn wɔ wɔn de drip si so ne adeɛ wɔn massage eyinom ana ma ne so ɛno kan na wɔn ntumi so because na wosɔ mpɛ na ɔkeke because ɛyɛ ne ya.
kasla na reverend mpacho na ɔbaa warefoɔ obi wɔ hɔ ne ne kunu ne ka sɛ ne ko adɔ sɛ ɔwɔ sɛ ne kunu ɛbɛforo no edi asɛm yi ara na mebi na ontumi ohu sign bi a obetumi bi ama ne kunu nso hu deɛ ɔbaa no nso ka kyerɛ ɛno nso ɔbɛyɛ ne de
Ɛno na ɛyɛ a na mede wɔ mente ase.
ne ko
Sɛ
adɔ
wo aware o, yɛmfi sɛ awarefo, yɛmfa awarefo ansa na yɛbɛka bi a those in relationship with children. Now you are married. This couples. Na couples na sɛ wopɛ wo kunu adi na dɛ sign bɛ na onya. Kyerɛ ti na ɔna tena ne so ɛ.
saa kɛkɛ na ebi a na ɔbɛrima yi nso oni mood ne mu a
No. They mood. Wo kunu no. There's no way it should be like it's supposed to be in the mood. Wo kunu no na ɔpɛ. Oh, and I'm sometimes now, I don't know. And I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. And I'm not in the mood in yet more. I remove. A girlfriend and plantain and I'm on the baby, but I want there. And it's all you say if you're not in the mood, and as a being in the mood. An issue. It's a sometimes a pretty issue, ma. I worry for sometimes it will be divorce, but it will be problem, but because I don't know, yeah, no, so pay dear. Because so I agree, actually, the YouTube man no agree. What I say? So see what prayer.
ɔnti tu wɔ me kɔ no nso ne take your rising
That is why we call. That's what in the beginning we were saying that the sex thing is not the one causes love, but it builds what relationship. As a couple, you know that you will definitely know that your wife is tired, your husband is tired, but it cannot happen when you know that you are not tired. And you are telling your husband or your wife that I'm tired. Once you know that you are not tired, it's another problem. So we need to know. That's why it's good to look for one who loves sex, so that anytime we have a woman, if they are tired, but they will come and sit on it. That's why I tell most of the girls that sometimes, not the women who are married, sometimes we say, "What bro? What that's not fair." After what just films never will you know. Most of them start what they didn't answer. Who better that's the way I call it.
after what j steps na
Egu wo yie mu no.
me mpacho me bɔ counselor ɛdin adin na also o work am
Okay.
abukyerɛ bɛn na wɔfa
Okay, thank you so much. Nyameka fa ho ne say. Senior rep kind. Our really need my breath. And I'm not in the mood. And then I want to come. But and also and that day there are circumstances to me back say we don't even pay say my breath. At the end say and then my breath it me sorry.
Wei ọba no kyerɛ sɛ ɔba a ɔnnim ne ho adɔ bɔ ɔnnim sɛnea ɔbɛyɛ de aka akyerɛ ne ho anaasɛ ɔbɛyɛ sign bi oni sign biara.
And see, let me tackle that one first. Now, say ọba rifle okondo na ukunu you are trying to do everything to draw his attention to it say you need it. Na ohu hey like wabɔ w'ani wakyea wo to wayɛ ma wo nan so wode nsa aka ne
Ne
tiri
bi ɔfɛre.
na so ohu line sɛ
Ɔfɛre.
ohu line sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔne ha sɛ nipa tɔ bɛma no ɔnyɛ nyame ɔyɛ nipa ebia na n'adwene da bibi so ɔdwene sɛ wowɔ nka nkyerɛ no sɛ ɔdɔ yɛnkɔdi yɛ ho enim ɛmba. Now there are these circumstances where there was this circumstance where lady number saying she had no sex. Of a summer one day, yeah, TV. Then I think it was a movie, and they were having sex, like not as a porn, but one movie romance and this area. Ever I know say they yes, on breast they're going to have sex. What? I said, put down your destiny. You're going to have sex. What don't you understand about you're going to have sex? It was weird because on a normal day, I know them bad in a computer. Never they said, no, one person said, I should dress it. It was so, I'm like, what? But later on, maybe I understand it said, when she came, the new was kaka. So she showed me signs, said, oh, yeah, but I think they did that. Maybe some
Wouldn't say Yankasa Burma, so you can't Nambana, yes, because got a point when we see women, ladies in those kind of character, we assume they are sport ladies. We cause the open, and I really understand that we need to change that perception because we cause them. So when they want to approach we the men, they feel shy. And another thing, another aspect is that they also think that they are women, they need to be appreciated, they need to be. But this we are talking about marriage. Is that courtship that someone your man? And then they also so one there. You have all the rights to zone. But when it comes to marriage, trust me, I believe that marriage, all of us, my body is for you the woman, your body is for me. So at any time that I need a body, I have access. At any time you need my body, you have access. No shyness. No shyness. No shy. So I think it should be
Okay,
like that.
so to come back to what I was saying, um, it is it is weird, all right, for me to know what you are thinking in your head. I can only read in between the lines of your body gestures or your facial expressions to say that a person or tafron and nina or was me to answer unya.
Ɔbɛyɔ.
Aha. And I may happen to say, hey, we look for like after something. But it's so natural for a guy to know what you are thinking. So, Mr. No, on kasa. One kasa, ye be ni bone. All right. So to based on that, say nanka eyoba eno no ye bema no, na bema no ye oba no, where bema no epe. Ene bia oba no se wa bre na ohun how a obeka na. That's when I will come in and say, if it's natural for women to come and say, my brain's not off, me patch on me slow, and or I'm not in the mood, it's me slow, naka train kakra, na mood no, embra.
Counselor, mepakyɛ ɛdeɛn message bi advice bi a wɔde ma yɛn nuanom awarefoɔ ne awarefoɔ no ɔmo a obi wɔ hɔnom a na ne kɔn adɔ bɔ ntumi ɛnkyerɛ ɛntumi nhyɛ mfa nkyerɛ ne kunu anaa ne yere ɔfɛre nti ɛdeɛn efutuo na wɔde ma wɔn sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo nso betumi apeki biribi afiri hɔ na afei ɔmo atumi move on.
Wo sɛ Ghana wɔn kasa. Wɔka cancer na mo sɛ kɔ.
Reverend, sorry, Reverend.
No problem, okay.
So we are counselor, so it's
So they okay. Oh, say, you know what? If you're watching me right now, this is what I want to say. Sex is good. Sex is good. Unless you don't know what sex is, before you might assume sex is not good. But if you're a married man or a married woman, if you want to enjoy your spouse, go ahead. There's no space between two of you. You guys are one. If you want to enjoy your husband, your wife, go for it. There's a thing in my head, but I need to hold it for now.
hold it, yeah.
For now, you have access to the woman, you have access to the man at any time, unless perhaps you have identified. Your counselor said it that there's tiredness in the past or in the past. If you identify that, and she said or he said, I can't do it now, consider. But you, the one also saying that I can't do it now, remember, when you are free, call it. Call it. He or she might be waiting for you. And those in the courtship, the relationship, you guys here, it's just a fun time. Remember, sex also builds relationship, and it's good.
Thank you very much, Reverend. Counselor, what advice do you have for them too?
Okay, so
Especially me.
my last words will be sex, as Reverend said, is a very good thing. It builds communication. I can't remember. Let me chip in this thing. I had this girlfriend. Then she cheated on me. After a very good sex, she was lying halfway on me. Then, as she plays with my chest, she was saying she's sorry. And then the last time that man that I saw her with, she went to cook for him. She didn't do anything. No, she didn't do anything. No. I said, did I say you do anything? I didn't say you did anything. So she didn't do anything. So we should ignore it. But I was like, seriously? So if not for this sex, you wouldn't have told me this truth. So sex actually builds communication and builds unity into two people, especially two people having it. Sex is good. It sometimes changes or releases you from some tension and stress, which you might be having in the money world. So have sex more if you are married. Sex is also a reproductive system where it helps to reproduce and to procreate. So you should enjoy sex. But if, as a man, you are going to uh, have sex with your wife and he says or she says, I'm sorry, I'm tired, please understand her. Women, naturally, when they are not in the mood, the hole is dry. So when you force yourself into it, you hurt the one you claim you love.
The hole is dry.
It's dry.
Thank you very much.
When it's dry, let me chip in this thing before. I know time is fast spent, but let me chip in this. The hole is dry, so understand them. Unfortunately, for men, even when we are tired, the thing can still stand. So if you are the woman and you want sex, don't worry. Just tell him to lie down. He won't do anything. He just make sure the thing is standing. And then sit on it and then be playing with him as you do your thing. Trust me, the tiredness will vanish from his eye and then you start enjoying the sex with you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Reverend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you.
Hope to see you next week, Reverend.
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Viewers, don't forget to comment, share, like, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bleoo TV. Thank you very much.